Remember this super simple mega furnace system that I made a tutorial on a while back? Let's make this a little bit better for the person who makes it. Alright, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making a bubble elevator that sends your items that exit out of the bottom of the furnace system down here up to you where you input them. Now, we can't put them back into this chest, obviously, because then that would just send them back into the furnace system, but we can put it here. So our goal today is going to be to take the items from down here and move them up to this chest. You're going to start off with blocking off the water that's actually flowing where your items drop into. And you're going to bring your side blocks down like this. So from where the water source, from the redstone here, you're going to want to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And at that fourth block, that's where you go straight like this. And again, from the redstone on the other side, you want to go 2 blocks. And on that second block, bring it down like this. And then at this point, you can go ahead and you can break the glass that is blocking it. Now, what we don't want is this situation right here, where the water is pushing into the wall. That will make items get stuck. So what we want to do is we want to place some signs here to stop the water from flowing into this spot, and then put a water source here. Now, what's going to happen at this point is the items can get to this point and they could stop. So we want them to keep going. So right here, we're going to break these blocks and we're going to put blue ice or packed ice. That way, when the items flow, they will flow over the ice, no problem, and into the next flowing water. Go ahead and take your glass and extend all the way to the edge of the area that I originally gave you for the furnace system in the first place. What you're going to want to do is place a sign right here. Break the block underneath it. Blue ice or packed ice underneath that sign. Break the block right behind that. And that is where your soul sand is going to go. From this point, we are going to go ahead and build up the tunnel just like so. Then don't forget to do the front. Go through and place your source blocks on every single block going up. Next up, line up with the bubble elevator and place 2 hoppers into the back of the chest, going into each other just like that. 1 going into the chest, 1 going into the hopper. Now what you're going to do is you're going to close that section off. And make sure you have a transparent block or an upside down stair or something that blocks off the water, but you can still open the chest. Now what we're going to do is we're going to break this block here, if you've got one there. This block right here, you want to switch out for ice, whether it's blue ice or packed ice. So the block right behind the hoppers, that will make the items flow a little bit better. Then you want to take a water source and put it on the back of that like that. If it does not flow properly, you need to place something that can be waterlogged. You can just place a chest or an upside down stair or a slab. That way the water gets flowing. Make sure you put a top on this thing, otherwise the items are going to go shooting straight up in the air with a lot of power. And at this point, you're done. It looks ugly, but I wanted to use glass so everybody could see what it is that I was doing. So, to go over really quick what we did, we came here and stopped the water flowing down with signs. We then placed blue ice or packed ice underneath the signs. We created a new water source right after the signs flowing this way towards where you want your chest. You can do this on the other side also if you want your preference. We then cut off the water with a sign with more ice underneath that sign, followed by the soul sand to push the items up. Once we get to that point, we put the hoppers in the back of the chest, a blue ice after the hoppers, so that everything flows perfectly. Just to show you that everything is working great, let's go ahead and let's grab some ores out of inventory here. Cooking diamonds is always preferred, totally, because fortune doesn't matter. We're going to throw the diamond ore in there and cook it. And if you guys remember, as soon as it starts cooking in the first furnace, it's going to start making more fuel. And as you can see, as the items are coming down, they're flowing directly how we want them to into the chest system. Now I'm going to let all of this cook. And while this is cooking, I'm going to make it look a little bit nicer so you guys can see it doesn't have to be ugly like this. So I actually didn't like the way that mine looked, so I actually, instead of having the hopper here, I moved the hopper to here and just added the chest over here. You can do that as well. It's just moving it, everything over by one block. It made this look nicer. So that way, as you can see, there's the 64 diamonds. There's everything else. And of course, this thing still cooks extremely fast. I'll go ahead and show you guys one more time how it works and the whole process behind it. So of course, that is going to take off. It cooks all of the items. The items then are dispensed as soon as they are done cooking. And I forgot the water source. Ah! Then the items go through like that and are dispensed directly like so into the hoppers and into the chest. I want to thank you so much for checking out this little quick tutorial on how to make your mega furnace just a little bit better. I hope it served you well. Until next time, King